Hello friends, July 1st is about 1 week away, and this year that single date carries more weight than usual because several major changes go live at once. Some affect your wallet, some affect your family, some affect what your children and grandchildren pay, and almost none arrive with a letter in your mailbox. Most people find out only after the deadline has passed and the chance to act is gone. Here is the most urgent one first. If you have an adult child or a grandchild carrying federal student loans on the plan called SAVE, a 90-day clock starts on July 1st. More than 7 million borrowers have not had to make a payment for almost 2 years while that plan was tied up in court. That pause is ending. Now, the worst possible outcome is doing nothing and being automatically dropped into a repayment plan with monthly payments your family member cannot afford. This is the kind of thing where a single phone call before the letter even arrives can protect someone you love. There is also widespread confusion right now about money the new tax law gives seniors, and it is costing people. In the comments on videos like this, person after person asks the same thing. How do I apply for the $6,000 senior benefit everyone is talking about? Some believe it is $3,000. Some believe it is a check they have to claim. And scammers are already taking advantage, charging older people a fee to claim money that does not work that way at all. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what that deduction is, who qualifies, and why nobody should ever pay a cent to claim it. There is more. You may be overpaying for your Medicare prescriptions right now because your plan never updated its pricing. A new school rule is about to change how you reach your grandchild in an emergency. And hidden fees on apartment rent are now in the crosshairs of federal regulators. 5 changes all landing this summer. I am going through what is real and exactly what to do. Stay through to the end for the tax clarification, because it is the one the most people are getting wrong. Quick context before the list. This video is for United States seniors and retirees, and anyone helping family navigate these changes. Everything here comes from official sources, including the Department of Education, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, the IRS, and the Federal Trade Commission. And I will name each as we go. This is educational content only. It is not personalized financial, tax, or legal advice, and nothing here is a promise that you will receive any specific amount of money. Everyone's situation is different, so before any major decision, talk to a licensed professional who knows your circumstances. Subscribe now and turn on the bell so these updates reach you before the deadline, not after. Before we start, I am curious about one thing. When you heard that all of this hits on July 1st, did you already know any of it was coming? Drop a yes or a no in the comments, because that tells me how many people are hearing this in time to act. 5 changes today, starting with number 5. Number 5, the student loan change, and this is the one with the hardest deadline. A federal court ruled the SAVE plan unlawful earlier this year. And according to the Department of Education, starting July 1st, loan servicers begin mailing official notices to every borrower still enrolled. Each borrower then has 90 days from the date of their own notice to choose a new repayment plan. Anyone who does not actively choose which, for most people, lands around the end of September, gets automatically moved onto a standard plan where the monthly payment is based on the total loan balance, not on income. For lower and middle income borrowers, that can mean a payment dramatically higher than what they are used to. The new option being introduced is called the Repayment Assistance Plan. Under it, monthly payments run from 1 to 10% of adjusted gross income, with a minimum of $10 a month, and unpaid interest is covered, so the balance cannot grow. If someone in your family was on SAVE, tell them today. They do not have to wait for the letter, they can contact their servicer and switch now. There is also a new $65,000 lifetime cap on Parent Plus loans going forward. One more reason for families planning college costs to revisit the math before fall. Number 3, hidden rental fees. And this one matters whether you rent yourself or you are helping a grandchild apartment hunt this summer. If you have ever seen an apartment advertised at one price online, then discovered the real monthly cost was far higher once mandatory charges were added. Charges for trash pickup, mail sorting package, handling administrative processing, you have run into what federal regulators now call junk fees. The Federal Trade Commission has opened a formal rulemaking targeting this practice in rental housing and has already pursued enforcement against major property management companies over exactly this kind of hidden pricing. Returning money to affected renters. Here is what to do. Before signing anything, ask the landlord one direct question. What is the total monthly amount I will owe? Including every mandatory fee beyond base rent. Get it in writing. If the advertised price hides mandatory charges until after you sign, that is precisely the practice the Federal Trade Commission is pursuing. And you have rights under existing federal authority. Number 1, the school phone rule. By July 1st, public schools in California and several other states with similar laws must have official policies in place that restrict or completely ban student phone use during the school day. California's Phone-Free Schools Act requires every district to act before the new school year. For grandparents and parents, this means something concrete. You will not be able to reach your child or grandchild by calling or texting their personal phone during school hours. Schools are setting up emergency contact through the main office instead, so do this before fall. Save the school's direct office number, learn your specific school's policy, and confirm exactly how they notify families in an emergency when phones are not accessible. This is not a federal law. It applies to states that pass their own legislation. But the trend is spreading, and California's deadline is the largest rollout so far. Number 4, Medicare prescription savings. And there are 2 parts to this, one happening now and one the news keeps getting wrong. Under the 2022 prescription law, Medicare negotiated lower prices on the first 10 high-cost drugs, including Eliquis for blood clots and Januvia for diabetes. And those negotiated prices took effect in January of 2026. According to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, several saw their prices fall close to half off the list price. Here is the part that costs people money. Many seniors are still paying more than they should because their specific Part D plan has not reflected the negotiated rate. Call the number on the back of your Medicare card and ask directly, what is my current cost for this drug and has my plan applied the negotiated price? Now the part the coverage gets wrong. A second round of negotiations covering Ozempic and Wegovy is already finished. Those prices are set, dropping the Ozempic family from a list price near $959 to a negotiated $274 for a 30-day supply. And they take effect in 2027, not this summer. What is actually underway now is a third round with prices arriving in 2028. Let me tell you about Margaret, an illustrative composite drawn from situations many viewers have described. Margaret is 70, living on a fixed income, and a few weeks ago she saw a post online claiming seniors could receive $6,000 from the government, with a link to a service that would file the paperwork for a fee. She nearly paid it. What stopped her was a call to her daughter, an accountant. There is no paperwork, service, no fee, no application. What that post distorted is a real tax deduction, and how it actually works is number 2. Number 2. The senior deduction, and this is the one the most people are getting wrong. The One Big Beautiful Bill created a new temporary deduction for older Americans. According to the IRS, individuals who are 65 or older can claim an additional $6,000 deduction, which means $12,000 for a married couple where both spouses are 65 or older. It is available for tax years 2025 through 2028. Now here is the part that clears up all the confusion in the comments. First, it is $6,000 per qualifying person, not $3,000. Second, and this is the most important point, it is a deduction, not a check. It reduces the amount of your income that gets taxed. There is nothing to apply for, no special program to sign up for, and no number to call. You claim it on your tax return, the same place you claim your standard deduction, whether you itemize or not. If you already filed your 2025 return, it was handled there. Third, it phases out at higher incomes, beginning above $75,000 for a single filer and $150,000 for a couple. And fourth, the most important warning of all, anyone telling you to pay a fee to claim your $6,000 is running a scam. The IRS does not work that way. The deduction is automatic on your return. If you are unsure whether you qualify or how much you can take, talk to a licensed tax professional, not a stranger online asking for money. Here is the summary. Number 5. If your family has federal loans on the SAVE plan, a 90-day clock starts July 1st, and doing nothing means being moved onto a plan they may not afford. So contact the servicer now. Number 4. The first 10 Medicare negotiated drug prices are already in effect. So call your Part D plan and confirm it applied them. The Ozempic and Wegovy prices are set for 2027, not this summer. Number 3. Hidden rental junk fees are now a Federal Trade Commission target. So demand the full monthly cost in writing before you sign. Number 1. California's phone rule takes effect July 1st. So save your grandchild's school office number and confirm how they handle emergencies. Number 2. The senior deduction is $6,000 per qualifying person. Claimed on your tax return, never a check, and never something you pay a fee to receive. Now, the 3 things to do this week. 3. If anyone in your family is on the SAVE plan, have them log in to their federal student aid account and their servicer's site today and update their contact information so the July notice reaches them. 2. Call the number on the back of your Medicare card and ask whether your plan has applied the negotiated drug prices. Because that one call may be the difference between full price and the new rate. One, before any decision about taxes, loans, or Medicare, talk to a licensed professional who knows your full situation, and never pay anyone a fee to claim a government deduction or benefit. If you know someone who has federal student loans, takes Medicare prescriptions, or has been confused about that $6,000 senior deduction, please share this video with them before July 1st. The student loan deadline and the deduction scam are the 2 pieces of information where one conversation can genuinely protect someone you care about. Subscribe so you get the next update before the deadline, and I will see you in the next one.